a team that wears silver and blue that hasn't done much winning at a high level over the last 30 years was connected to Maxx Crosby. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN had a column yesterday that reviewed free agency nuggets generally, and there was a section devoted to Maxx Crosby, and one of the things in there is the Cowboys were willing to give up first-round pick this year, second-round pick next year, and a veteran player. They didn't mention who. The punter doesn't count, but they were going to give a 1, a 2, and a player for Maxx Crosby, and that wasn't going to get the deal done. Now, the Raiders would have gotten him out of the conference, not just out of the division, but out of the conference by doing that. But they preferred the 2 first-round picks, so they did the deal with the Ravens. But, hey, the Cowboys keep trying to convince themselves and everyone else that they won the Micah Parsons trade. Then what the hell are they doing trying to find a replacement for Micah Parsons in the form of another great veteran pass rusher? I think they learned last year what it means to have Parsons and what it means to not have Parsons.
Yeah, totally. Well, with the Micah Parsons thing, we discussed this a little last week, or maybe it was the week before. All right, you got Kenny Clark. Okay, but he's an aging defensive tackle who didn't even start some games at the end of the year last year. You got Quinnen Williams. That one you won for sure. You traded for Logan Wilson also, right, with some of those picks and all that. He's already not on your football team. So, yeah, they didn't win the Micah Parsons trade. They haven't done enough to flip over their team yet to show that. And maybe this draft they can do that and get, hit 2 home runs in the first round where it can change their football team. But I certainly am not surprised to hear they were aggressive in trying to get Maxx Crosby. They need somebody like that. Yeah, they're missing that type of football player. And Maxx Crosby, I think, with the new defensive coaches they got down there, and just like we talk about with the Ravens, everybody wants Maxx Crosby because he's going to change your culture. He's going to make your defense tougher, play harder, because that's what he does. And as we always know, when your best player acts a certain way, most of the guys on the team fall in line. So, yeah, I get that. But, yeah, it just was too rich for the Dallas Cowboys to make that move. They looked at that and said, no, we got other needs on our football team. And there's Trey Hendrickson still out there, where I expect Trey Hendrickson to be a Dallas Cowboy. That would be my guess over the next 48 hours.
You think they're going to pay him? You think they're going to pay him?
Yeah,
market value?
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be
close to it.
No, I know. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think Trey Hendrickson's going to get $40 million or above 40. I don't think so. That would be my guess. I would think maybe it's more towards Maxx Crosby and what he's getting right now. But I don't think it's going to get to 40. But regardless, yeah, I would think they're going to look at him in a big way, because right now they don't got anybody on the edge that they can look at to go, he can get after the quarterback. We know Donovan Izarike, their second-round pick out of Boston College, is getting hip surgery. He's not going to be himself to start the year. Their middle linebacker, Kenneth Murray, right? He's gone. He's not there. They need a different guy at middle linebacker. They need players on the front seven. And, yeah, I would think Trey Hendrickson's at one of their top priorities to get done today.
Trey Hendrickson's 31.
Yeah.
He's been linked to the Buccaneers as well. I just think if it comes down to a bidding war, we know Jerry's cheap.
Yeah,
and
you think Dallas
I think one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
I think one of the. I'll say this. Yeah. I'm very confident. If they had pulled off the Maxx Crosby trade, there's no way in hell Crosby's getting a new deal, because one of the reasons they're doing it is to get him for 4 years at 29.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're not changing that deal. You got a contract, and they'll just refuse to do it, and they'll force Maxx Crosby to deal with it. And, again, is that the best way to deal with a player relationship for such a key player? I don't know, but there's no way they would have done it. I think, as we discussed earlier, the Ravens will. There's no way the Cowboys would have. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.